Keith Robinson, and you are officially locked into the Taj Longino Show.
Welcome to the Taj Longino Show, everybody. I want to thank you for tuning in to another special edition of the Taj Longino Show. My guest today, this brother has been starred in movies like Dreamgirls, This Christmas, Dear John, All Eyes on Me, great Tupac movie, and now he's starring in a series called Saints and Sinners on Bounce TV. Welcome to the Taj Longino Show, Mr. Keith Robinson. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. That's Saints and Sinners. This is a different type of show. This is stretching the limits, but it's very aggressive. It's very real. So tell us about Saints and Sinners and how you came into this role.
Well, I'd heard about it through the producers of the show who I had worked with a few years back, and they told me they were developing a show like this. I thought it was interesting. And they really just approached me with the character of Miles, which I thought was a pretty interesting character, and I was definitely drawn to the music side of the character. So I was all in, man. We took the leap, and it's been a good ride so far.
What can we look forward to in the new season of Saints and Sinners?
I think 10 times the drama that you've seen in the first season 1 and 2. I think you kind of see these characters kind of trying to get it right, but the more they try, the worse it is. So it makes for an interesting watch to kind of see, the flaws in these characters who are all from different walks of life, but happen to go to the same church, but are really struggling, trying to figure it out. I think that makes for interesting TV.
Is that like the message that the producer is trying to convey over to the viewers that, look, even though these guys are in church, we see this thing happen all the time in real life. So even though these guys are in church, they still have things that they're trying to, they're still human at the end of the day.
I think so. I think that's one message that can be taken from it. I mean, there's so many different storylines and characters on the show that you can probably kind of draw your own message from any number of storylines, but that's definitely one of them. Because really, the church is just the backdrop. I mean, of what's going on in their real lives. They just happen to all go to the same church because it's a relatively small town, but they definitely are out in the world like we all are and just trying to figure it out.
Now, I read somewhere that you beat out over 5,000 people when you read for Power Rangers. And is that kind of like how you got your initial first start in acting? Because I know you were singing before you were acting.
Exactly. Yeah, that was my first acting gig, Power Rangers, and I was, like you say, I beat out thousands of people because every year there's a lot of people. They send out, a search for young actors all over the world. So I was very lucky in that respect. You know what I mean? So it turned out for the good. But yeah, that was definitely the first gig on the acting side.
Now, brother, I must commend you and salute you. I mean, you have a lengthy resume. What haven't you achieved yet in your acting career that you would like to do that you haven't done yet?
I mean, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of roles that I seek out that I would love to play. I mean, I think I'm still a work in progress from my POV. I mean, I've been lucky to play in a lot of movies, but there's always another story to be told. I mean, I'd love to do the biopic of Donny Hathaway. I think that's one of my pet projects. I have a couple projects myself that I'm working on personally. And, there's many stories to be told, and I want to be involved in as many great stories as I possibly can, so I feel like I got a very long way to go.
Now, Saints and Sinners, Bounce TV. Now, what can you tell people when that show airs?
That show airs on Sunday nights on Bounce TV at 9 p.m. And also, they can download the Brown Sugar app, which is a free app, and that way they can binge watch the show, and they can watch reruns of the initial episode. After the episode airs on Sundays, they put it up on the app. It's a free app that they can watch the show as well. But it's Bounce TV, 9 p.m. every Sunday night.
Have you been blessed to have worked with some of the greats? In almost every situation you've been in, you've had some legendary actors aside you now. What is it about your acting that is so unique that's landed you in a lot of these situations where some actors don't get them opportunities, but you've been blessed to have them every time What is it about your unique style of acting?
I don't know if it's a unique style of acting, man, and I wouldn't take the credit like that. I mean, I think it's God. I mean, I think I've been blessed in that respect. But I think just staying consistent with your craft and just being well studied helps. I mean, that's all that you can control as an artist. But I just think I've been very lucky and blessed in that respect to kind of be a part of some projects that were very successful and historic. So I can't take any of that credit, man, to be honest with you.
In Dreamgirls, I want to switch gears real quick. In Dreamgirls, you know, we got a chance to see you sing, you know, and
right.
show the world your talent for singing. Now, you was a singer before you started acting, and I also read somewhere where you had to deal with Motown when you went to the university.
Yep.
While you was a student at the University of Georgia, but the acting took over. Kind of explain like how that happened, and I know for people who don't know that you really have music out here. You have 4 albums out here, and you releasing new music. You have a new single out now called "Never Be You."
Well, you know, after I did get a deal in college, I got out of the deal, and we kind of toured around Atlanta trying to re-sign, and we figured out we needed to go to where it was at, so we all loaded up the car, and myself and my band, and we moved to Los Angeles. And I just ended up going to an acting class purely out of just trying to improve my stage presence. And the teacher thought I was pretty good, told me to read for this role, which was Power Rangers, and long story short, I ended up getting it. But I've always done music in between, unbeknownst, maybe unbeknownst to people, but whatever project I was on, I always put a song on the soundtrack, or some movies I even scored. And I put out singles in between projects, so I've always been doing both. And I think this Love Episodic, the new album, is the first full-length project that I've had a chance to do that people can hear the full body of work. So I've kind of always done both. You know, I just think, of course, with movies, it's such a big platform, it's such a big stage. That's kind of what people know me from. But like you say, the music has always come first. It's where it kind of starts and ends with me.
Because for those who don't know, Keith Washington has a song that I was listening to. I was actually listening to this song yesterday. It's called "Love Somebody." I know that's not a current record, but that record is that is classic R&B.
Thank you, brother.
You know, even the new single "Never Be You" is a classic R&B record. So, who are some of your influences growing up?
I'm influenced by a lot of people, but I mean, I love Stevie Wonder. I love Donny Hathaway. I love Sting. I love Seal. I mean, there's a long list of artists that have influenced me as an artist. So it's hard to say particularly any one. If I had to pick one, it would probably be Stevie Wonder, just as far as R&B goes. And then from there, the list goes a lot of different places.
Now, how do you balance? I know you spoke about doing both, and it's very hard to do. And only a few have actually been able to do it at a high level real successfully. How have you been able to balance your singing career and your acting career?
Well, I mean, it's been pretty seamless for me because I've always done both, so I never really had to think about what I was going to do first as opposed to the other one. So I think, you know, every scene has a rhythm to it. Every song has some drama to it. So I think they go hand in hand for me. I kind of need both of them as a functioning artist. So, you know, it has just about scheduling. You know, when I'm filming, it's a lot of times when I'm recording, and then when I'm not filming, I'm usually out doing shows or promoting on the road.
All right, for all the listeners, Saints and Sinners, new show on Bounce TV, Sunday nights. Make sure you definitely check it out. I haven't been able to actually catch the show, but I saw the actual trailers, and it is something I'm at to tune into. I like this kind of show. This is right up my alley, so I'm definitely going to be tuning in to the new season. I ask everybody this question because everybody always gives a different answer. For those who are listening, who are coming up as actors, as artists, producers, what have you, in the entertainment business, give 3 keys to success. You've been real successful in your career, and you still have a lot more you're going to accomplish before your career is long and over. So please give people 3 keys to success in this business.
Well, I think the one key is consistency in in your craft, as far as developing your craft, and as far as seeking out opportunities to display your craft. I think not giving yourself a deadline as far as when you're supposed to make it, and you get into comparing yourself to other people's careers, which I think is dangerous. And then always staying present and staying active as far as administering your career, as far as making connections, as far as meeting people, and just creating more opportunities that you can display your talent at all times. Because, the key is being good at what you do, and then the other key is getting in front of the right people and being seen. So that kind of goes hand in hand in administering your career. So if you stay consistent with those, then sooner or later, you will get noticed.
All right, is there anything that you would like to tell the listeners about, for those who haven't watched it yet, about Saints and Sinners? Because we know, when does the new season start?
The new season's already started. The season premiere was this past Sunday. It was the most watched episode on the network in history. So we had a great turnout, and then we're on every Sunday night for the next few months at 9 p.m. So check your local listings for Bounce TV, and if you can't catch it on in your particular area, you can download the app, the Brown Sugar app, and you can check it out there. And
right. Is there anything that you'd like the listeners to know about Saints and Sinners, like just to give them some kind of paint a picture for them, kind of what this show is about, like for those who haven't watched it yet?
Well, it's about these characters that live in the town fictional town of called Cyprus. They happen to all go to the same church, but every one of them has severe things they're dealing with, flaws in their life, and certain issues. The mayor, who's played by Vanessa Bell Calloway, great actress, is she's a handful. She's very bent on power. My character Miles is caught between a love triangle with two women, and the list goes on of the many things that every character is trying to grasp on. And it starts off, what happened is the pastor of the church is murdered. So it kind of takes off from there when we're trying to figure out and trying to grasp who did it and how to kind of continue on and move through this city that's kind of a modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah, if you will.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, check out Saints and Sinners Sunday nights. New season's already started. If you missed the first one, just catch up, pick up where the show is right now. Keith Robinson, I want to thank you for coming on the Taj Longino show and speaking with us about Saints and Sinners and also about your music career. Now, the current album, can they get it on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal? Where can they get the new music?
All of the above. Love Episodic is out now. It's on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you can, any digital outlet you can download the album. And the new single is on the album. You can purchase it from the album. And we just shot the video, myself and Tony Rock. We did a mini movie, which is really exciting. I'm excited about that. It'll be out in a few weeks. So check out the album and stay tuned. All my social media is Keith Sings. So you can lock in there for any updates of what I got going on, and I appreciate the support, man.
Not a problem. Now, real quick, I know any touring, you got a tour. You plan on going on tour? Because I know you're gonna hit that road pretty soon. That album with the album dropping, the album out. Yeah, I do plan on going on tour. Right now, I'm spot dating, so you can check your city on my website, keithsings.com, or anywhere on social media to check out where. Because right now, I'm spot dating in different cities. The next city is Atlanta, then Birmingham, which will be at the end of the month. We got Charlotte locked in, so we got a couple cities. I'm sure I'll be in a city near you real soon. New York, Philly, we're trying to sweep the whole country. So just stay locked in. I'll let you know when I'm coming through. Keith Robinson, the Taj Longino Show. Lock into Saints and Sinners. Go buy the new album. Follow him on social media. The brother is doing this thing. We appreciate your time, Keith. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for having me, brother.